What's going on, party people? My name is Solomon. I am an artist, and thus I go by Solomon the Artiste. Well, today is the 18th, which means that I'm currently in my 17th day of fasting, and I am going to talk about the 16th day of fasting, which was yesterday. So, there ain't really much to talk about, to be honest. The fact is, it's pretty much, in this third week, things have pretty much been non-stop the same. Drinking my, gallon to 2 gallons of distilled water, flushing out my system. I feel any aches or pains here and there. I know that there's something that needs to come out. I did actually come across a post on Instagram, of all places, and it was just so random. I had a rash that came up on my arm, and I was like, what the crap is this? And it just so happened that post came up about, rashes appearing whilst fasting, and that usually implies that the liver needed some additional, flushing, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, I drank, some additional water, and sure enough, the rash just it appeared. It was, a little itchy for a moment, and then it just went away, And it's interesting because it just took me back and made me remember about another YouTuber. I've mentioned him before. What was his name? The Vegetable Police. That's his name, the Vegetable Police. And in one of his, because he fasts a lot, but he has some severe I think it's some issues with his colon that's just pretty much constant. And so while he's fast, so yeah, he fasts often, but one of the times that he fasted, I haven't watched all his videos. He has a lot of videos and a great following, but some of the videos I was watching when I started my fast and trying to, just gather motivation and information and such, he mentioned in one of them how he had this rash come up on his, I believe it was on his ankle or something, and it had been there for a while, so he definitely needed some sort of cleansing his liver. But, excuse me, is it the liver or the kidney? It might be the kidney, forgive me. I'm not 100% sure. It might be the kidney. Forgive me. Either way, though, whichever specific organ that it is or such, it needed to be cleansed and flushed and detoxed. But either way, he had that rash on his ankle, which clearly means that something needed to be detoxed. And whilst fasting, the rash decreased until it became nothingness, So I remembered that, and I was like, oh, okay, so I definitely needed this water fast. Yesterday, yeah, there really isn't much of anything to speak on. I just I will say this, for the first time last night, I slept, honestly, I think I slept 9.5 hours straight through. I did not wake up once. Throughout this water fast, I've been waking up at least 5 times throughout the night to go and urinate. Because it's a water fast, you're constantly drinking water. Your body is always, filled with water, And so it's always hydrated. That's the word I was looking for. And for last night, I did not wake up once. Now, I will say, yesterday was an ordeal. That was a day. It's like I just had things to do nonstop. Wednesday and Thursdays are usually my my hectic days. I try to be as helpful as I can be with my sister and with my niece. Because, well, for one thing, I love that little girl. That little girl is so cute. I know everything. But, no, I love my niece. Anyone knows. I gush over that little baby girl. She just turned 3. I mentioned a video or 2 ago. But, Thursday specifically is when my sister gets home very, very late from work. She has a very lucrative job, and so I try to be as much help as I can. Since I am the artist in the family, I tend to have the most time if I'm not, on a stage somewhere performing or whatever. So, I do what I can. But last night, oh my gosh, it's like I had her, and then I had to watch 2 other kids, and I had to cook for them. And imagine being on a water fast and having to cook you know, for other people, especially little kids. It wasn't anything serious though. I made them some macaroni and cheese. But I like to cook, so you know, even if I use the macaroni from the box, I'm putting real cheese in the box. You know, they done that macaroni was, you know, gourmet-esque. But no, really though. The point I'm trying to make though is that I pretty much had to watch this little girl and until about almost midnight. Yep. About 11:40 or something like that. And then I finally got to come upstairs, and I can't even lie. Like, all I know is I laid down. I was like, I'm just gonna rest myself for a second, then, you know, go brush my teeth and all that stuff. I woke up, it was 9:30. So clearly I was tired. You know, clearly I was tired. And I was so dehydrated when I woke up this morning, which is probably why I didn't need to wake up to use the bathroom. Maybe I didn't realize that I wasn't drinking as much water. I will say, come to think of it, I didn't drink as much water as I needed to approaching the evening and later on into the night, because I was just so distracted with these kids, and you know, the toys are everywhere, and it was a lot, you know. But either way, what are we at? 6:37. Yeah. And maybe I really needed that sleep, because today I feel energized. Like, I feel like if you look at you know, the videos throughout, you'll notice there are some days where I try to fake it and I try to front like I have the energy that I have now. But you can usually hear it in my voice. You can hear the grogginess. You can probably even see it in my eyes sometimes when I'm really just tired and I'm just, you know, just trying to be energetic like that and everything, you know. And it's because I want the videos to be interesting. I want people to be motivated, you know. But at the same time, I'm realizing I also want to be honest. You know, the reason that I opted to film my journey is because even though there are multitudes of water fasting journeys out there on YouTube, the issue that I was having is that everyone was just showing the start and the ending. You know, I was this big, now I'm this thin. And my thing was, I wasn't just water fasting for the sake of weight loss. I was water fasting for the sake of healing, of detoxing, you know. And some people might talk a little bit about what happened at some point during the fast, but no one was giving any detail. And so I said, well, maybe I should be that person. Let me be that dude. You know, let me say what's happening along the journey. Let me let y'all know what the the crap looks like, you know. Let me let y'all just give y'all everything, basically, you know, give y'all the information that I was looking for. And I'm hoping that it's helping folk out there. It seems like it is. I'm so grateful. You know, it seems that people are, you know, subscribing and watching and commenting and are feeling motivated, and you know, y'all being motivated by me is just, you know, motivating me to stay strong and make it through. I'm so close to the end. I'm not even gonna lie, there's a part of me that thought, well, I got this far, maybe I need to push it to 30 days. I don't know about that yet for sure though, but I'm just saying, it's just real nice to, you know, when people support each other, it feels good, you know. So yeah. I don't feel like there's anything much to speak on from this, you know. It's just, today I'm in the 17th day of fasting, and we gonna see what happens. Today, my niece, she's having her little birthday party at her preschool, so maybe I'll go to that, you know. I don't know. Probably not. I gotta focus on these monologues. I gotta prepare for this grad school audition. And oh, I will say though that I was, you know, doing a little vocal warm-up before the video, just, you know, seeing where my voice is, because I might have to sing at this audition, like I mentioned, you know, 1, 2, or 3 videos ago. And you know, my high notes are coming back, you know, my range is coming back, amen, you know, because again, earlier in the year, and you know, anybody that was with me on that tour, they'll tell you I was I was stressed, I was depressed. You know, it's hard to, you know, have this instrument that you're used to being able to do anything with, and then suddenly just being limited all of a sudden, you know. So I'm feeling great. You know, my voice was definitely a major reason for me to go on the water fast. I knew that I needed to detox my body, you know, release a lot of mucus from my system, which I have. A lot of mucus. I spoke about this a few videos ago, you know, even like in pushing out the poop, like there was a lot of mucus coming out with the poop. And I find that even like blowing my nose, like if I need to blow my nose, like you'll feel like I find moments where I feel as if, you know, I got some sniffles or something, and I'll go to blow my nose and nothing really comes out. There's not enough mucus to come out. And I'm realizing, you know, it's just leaking out whatever is there, you know. And it's a little weird too, because it's like, you know, it's like you can, well, that wasn't good proof. There's a little something right there. I felt and heard it. But the point that I'm trying to make is that usually, like these past few days, I've been finding that the airway, it's just so open, you know. It's almost like too open, if anything. You know, I know that it's too open because when I went to the ENT and he pushed that camera down my nostril, it hurt more than usual, and that seemed as if it was mainly because there was no mucus to, you know, soften the push. I don't know. Either way, I'm just, you know, babbling on now, so I'm just gonna end this here. Again, thank you so much for watching, and God bless.